Good morning. From where we are going to revise. Number one, your study material, some questions, practice test papers and model test papers. Okay, that is what the revision will cover. Extensively in your regular class, we have covered all the things. Okay, you can find whatever we revise. Okay, 99.999% will be from our classroom discussion only. But ICA has given the model test papers, practice test papers, and of course, from ICA material, one or two problems you'll practice. Okay, so we'll start with which one? Buyback of shares. This question can be tested in what? Multiple choice questions or theory question or a practical problem with journal entry can be tested. These are the conditions for buyback. Okay, only fully paid shares can be bought back. It should be authorized by articles. Okay, dormant companies cannot buy. Condition number 4, 5, and 6 are important. With board resolution, you can buy what? 10% of shares. With a special resolution, you can buy up to what? 25% of shares. Amount paid cannot exceed what? 25% of paid up capital and reserves. And debt equity ratio cannot exceed what? 2:1 after the completion of buyback. These 3 points or these key points are relevant for solving a numerical problem. Others are only theoretical in nature. Buyback should be completed within 1 year of passing the resolution. Should cancel the shares bought back within what? 7 working days. You must open a separate bank account called escrow account for buyback. And the buyback shall be in the open market or on a proportionate basis. You cannot send out a member. Fresh shares cannot be issued for a period of what? 1 year. You have to file the returns with ROC and SEBI after the completion of what? Buyback. The face value of shares bought back out of profit should be transferred to what? CRR we had seen. Okay. If you look at the journal entry, we transfer the capital, equity share capital account data, securities premium or general reserve or P&L account for the excess amount paid, to equity shares buyback account you can do, or equity shareholders account you can do. If the buyback is at less than the face value, you can transfer to what? Capital reserve. Sell the assets if necessary, make the payment to them. Then we use reserves for creating which one? CRR. We can use all the revenue reserves like general reserve, P&L account, sinking fund, reserve fund, or what? Contingency reserve. But you cannot create out of capital reserve, revaluation reserve, securities premium for future account and all. Statutory reserves cannot be used for what? Creating CRR. For solving the numerical question, 4, 5, 6 matters. Okay. Now, no need of having any material. This is based on your model test paper, May 2024, model test paper of May 2024. Here they have given a data. Whenever there is a lengthy question given, don't read the question, see what is asked for. Okay, here they don't ask you a journal entry. They ask you to find out number of shares that can be bought back based on number of shares outstanding. Resources test means on the paid up capital and reserves into 25%. We can pay maximum 25%. Using debt to equity ratio, how many shares can be bought back? Then on the basis of above the 3, how many shares can be bought back? This question is for what? 8 marks and the mari. Maybe in the exam, if they like this, they can ask you an MCQ, or they can ask you a question with what? Passing a journal entry and the mari. So weightage is around 10 marks, maximum 10 marks and the mari. Now read the question. The company plans to repurchase how many shares? 25,000 shares of 10 each at a price of what? 20 per share. So we want to buy 25,000 shares at 20 rupees per share. Equity share capital, all are fully paid. 12,50,000 divided by 10 pota, how many shares will be there? 1,25,000 shares will be there. We are given reserves and surplus. We are given which one? Reserves and surplus. Long-term borrowing, then assets are given. This point number D is irrelevant for solving the question. That is not relevant for solving the question. Authorized capital also is not relevant for solving the question. So, first, how many shares are outstanding? Start. Let us work out. Number 1. This is model test paper, May 2024. Question number 3. How many shares are outstanding? Yeah, take it up. You can take it along with me. 12,50,000 divided by 10. 1,25,000 shares are there. In this, maximum number of shares this into 25%. 31,250 shares you can buy. How much amount you will spend? That is the answer. Amount to be spent will be 31,250 shares at the rate of 20 we want to buy. This is the answer for question number 1 also. Second question based on resources test. Resources test is nothing but take up the paid up capital plus reserves and surplus. This into 25%. Can you tell me what is the paid up capital? 12,50,000 plus what are the reserves? 2,50,000 securities premium, P&L account 1,25,000 plus revenue reserves 15 lakhs. Answer is D. First answer 31,250. Second answer is what? 39,062.5. So 39,062. This is based on which test? The resources test. If 45,25,000 long-term borrowings is equal to 2, what is 1? After buyback, we need to maintain 22,62,500. Before buyback, we have got 31,25,000. Means there is a surplus of how much? 8,62,500 divided by, for every 20 rupees that is paid, 10 rupees of CR are required. So 28,750 shares we can buy. Let us come back to the question. Okay, what are the questions they asked for? Based on the shares outstanding test, how many shares can be bought back? 31,250. Based on the second condition, 39,062. Based on the third condition, 28,750. On the basis of the above three tests, determine the maximum shares that can be bought back. Maximum shares that can be bought back. If you go for 39,062, you will be able to satisfy only the second condition. But first condition, only 31,250 shares are allowed. Third condition, only 28,750 shares are allowed. So maximum number, when you choose, should not violate any condition. Euro shares, 28,750 shares only can be bought. But first condition first base problem the company wants to buy back how much? Plans to purchase only 25,000, but the company can buy. Question is about how many shares that can be bought back. Apply all the three conditions, take whichever is low. Take whichever is low. If you refer your ICA material, for this they would have followed an equation. Any doubt in it? Live online friends, any doubt in it?
No, sir.
Shall we? This is model test paper. Like this, they've given practice test paper. Model test paper and practice test paper, what is the difference? MTP is given for your 100 marks. But practice test paper is based on all the chapters. It is based on what? All the chapters. There also they've given accounting standard wise question as well as what? Individual chapter wise questions they have given. Next, we'll do a problem based on buyback from what? Practice test paper. This is the model test paper, of course, May 2024. Since accounts has no amendments, it is applicable for all examinations now. Mukti Limited, a non-listed company, provides the following data. They have given land and building and which one? Plant and machinery. They have given non-current investment, trade receivable, inventory, cash and cash equivalents, share capital, securities premium, general reserve, P&L account. So all these are like what? Reserves and surplus. Debentures, secured loans, and of course, unsecured loan is given to us. Trade payable is given to us. On 21st April, the company wants to buy back 15,000 of the equity shares at the rate of 15 rupees per share. For this purpose, it sold all the investments for 2.5 lakhs. Okay. On 25th April, the company achieved a target of buyback. Okay. On 1st May, the company issued one fully paid up shares of 10 each by way of bonus for every 8 equity shares held by equity shareholders. Just pass journal entry. Here, no need to apply any condition. No need to apply what? Any condition. Just pass which one? Journal entry. So, up to what is irrelevant? All these are irrelevant. All these are irrelevant. Already, for solving the question, only this is irrelevant. Are we going to test how many shares the company is going to buy? No. Whatever is the balance sheet given, that is totally irrelevant for what? Solving the question. This is for model test paper, practice test paper, May 2024. Which question number? Which question number? Question number 19. They just ask you to pass journal entry. Equity share capital account data. What is equity share capital? How many shares we are going to buy? We are going to buy how many shares? 15,000 shares, 10 rupees paid up capital. But we are going to pay 15 rupees to equity shareholders account, or you can put equity share buyback account. This will be 15,000 shares. We are going to pay what? 15 rupees. Excess amount will be adjusted with securities premium. We have sufficient balance in securities premium. We can adjust it. Securities premium 3 lakhs available, but excess paid will be adjusted with securities premium. We are selling the investment. Bank account data. Look at investment given in the balance sheet. What is the investment given in the balance sheet? 2 lakhs, but we are selling it for 2,50,000. Profit on sale of investments 50,000. Then the money is ready, we can pay. Narration is compulsory in the exam. Okay, wherever there is a journal entry, there should be definitely a narration. 2,25,000 we have to pay. And the coming to the company law rule, face value of shares bought back should be transferred to CRR. What is the face value of shares bought back? Total 1,50,000 we have to transfer to CRR. We have to create a CRR. We have not made any fresh issue for the purpose of buyback. To CRR, we have to create how much? 1,50,000. From where we will create this? Normally, you see general reserve that will be used for creating which one? CRR. I hope general reserve is sufficiently available. We can take that. If that is not available, then you can take it to in P&L account. General reserve account data to CRR 1,50,000. Then what happens? The company makes a bonus issue. Bonus issue for existing shareholders. How many equity shares are there? Balance sheet la parunga. How many equity shares are there in the balance sheet? 1 lakh la we bought back how much? 15,000. Balance evlo shares? 85,000 shares into 1 share for every 8 shares held. What is the bonus issue? 85,000 shares into 1 by 8. 10,625 shares we have to issue. At the rate of rupees 10, it will become 1,62,500. 1,06,250. What is the entry you will pass for bonus issue? The reserve that is created for CRR, okay, or CRR can be used only for the purpose of which one? Bonus issue. Whenever bonus issue is made, first we will take it from which one? CRR. What is entry? CRR account data. How much we have to create? 106,250 only. Suppose if bonus issue is more than CRR, then you can take what? Securities premium, P&L account la eduthukalam. CRR account data to bonus for equity shareholders account. Then allot the bonus shares. What is the entry for allotting the bonus shares? Bonus for equity shareholders account data to equity share capital. It's not a tough question, normal question only. You are just asked to pass which one? Journal entry. So the model test paper was no journal entry, just calculate number of shares that can be bought back. Practice test paper, no number of shares to be calculated. Already they've given number of shares. You just pass journal entry for that. In the examination, they can club both and ask, which means they will ask you to find out number of shares to be bought back and pass journal entry for the same. Any doubt in this question? 15,000 shares of 10 each. We are buying at 15 rupees. Excess paid gets adjusted with securities premium. Bank account data to investment, book value given in the question. Okay, the profit on sale will be transferred to P&L account. You can put to profit on sale of investment, or you can put P&L account also. Equity shares buyback account data to bank, we pay the money. Face value of shares bought back should be transferred to what? CRR. whenever we make a bonus issue, out of 1 lakh shares, 15,000 shares bought back, balance over 85,000 shares into 1 share for every 8 shares held. So we have to give 10,625 shares as bonus. That is, value will be what? Rupees, what is the value? 1,06,250. Okay, CRR should be first used for bonus issue because it is created exclusively for what? Bonus issue purpose. Bonus for equity shareholders account, data to equity share capital. Any doubt in it? Live online friends. So this is an additional work compared to what? The regular class work. Regular class work, like whatever we have done, that is the base. Okay, this is nothing but an extra 2 or 3 problem with that we are practicing. There's no extra concept. There's no extra concept. This is practice test paper, revision test paper of May 2024. Thereafter, we'll come for reconstruction later. We'll come for ICI material. Here I've not solved in the regular class. I've not solved certain questions. I've not solved certain what? Questions. MCQs have we gone through? Okay, if not, ensure that you are going through the MCQs. We'll solve 1 or 2 questions from your ICI material also. Okay, if you have the material, you can go through. Otherwise, you can just look at the display. That is sufficient. SMM Limited has the following capital structure. Situation 1 or 2, everything is same. Only what difference is which one? Loan funds. Loan funds. Okay, general reserve, securities premium, P&L account. Infrastructure development reserve is which reserve? A statutory reserve. Can you use it for buyback? No. So we can use general reserve, securities premium, P&L account. So how many shares will be there in crores? 1200 divided by 10 na evlo shares irukum? 120 crore shares will be there. This share capital plus all reserves and surplus will give us what? Shareholders funds and the resources test use பண்ணுவோம். Loan funds alone we'll have what? 2 cases and solve it. How many shares we are going to buy? Okay, 30 rupees we are going to pay. Calculate maximum number of shares under both the options and pass what? Journal entries கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Same model we would have done in the class also. It is just a revision. Okay. This is ICAI question number. How many shares outstanding? How many crores of shares are outstanding? 1200 crores divided by 10. 120 crore shares. Take it up along with me. Maximum number of shares that can be bought back is 120 into 25%. We can buy how much? 30 crore shares. If you buy 30 crore shares into 30 rupees will be spending. How much will be spending? 900 crores. 900 crores rupees you will be spending. Resources test let us apply. What is the paid up capital? 1200 plus 1080 plus 400 plus 200. This into 25%. 2880 into 25%. 720 crore rupees. With this, how many shares can be bought back? 30 rupees now. 2.4 crore only can be bought back. Right? 30. 24 crore shares only can be bought back. Debt equity test we have to apply for two situations. Try பண்ணுங்க பார்க்கலாம். If loan funds are, there are two options given. What are the two options? 3,200 crores, 6,000 crores. Long-term borrowings, if it is 3,200 crores is equal to 2 now, how much will be equal to 1? So equity shareholders funds after the buyback required is how much? 1,600 crores. Before buyback, equity shareholders funds, we worked out in the previous step. 2,880. So surplus funds irka. $1,280 surplus available. Number of shares. Number of shares will be 1,280 divided by, for every 30 rupees paid, we have to create a CRR of what? 10 rupees. 32 crores we can buy. 32 crore shares we can buy. If loan funds are 3,200 crores, we can buy 32 crore shares. But second condition limits us with how much? 24 crore shares. So only that is possible. If 6,000 is equal to 2, how much will be 1? 3,000. Before buyback, 2,880 crores are there. No surplus. So no buyback. Before the buyback, equity shareholders funds are only 2,880 crores. But we need 3,000 crores after the buyback. So if loan funds are 6,000 crores, there is no surplus, no buyback allowed. So only in this case we can buy back, but we cannot buy 32 crore shares. First condition itself is limiting us with how much? 30 crore. Second condition allows up to only 24 crore shares. Third condition may allow up to 30 to 32 crores, but we have to limit our buyback with what? 24 crore shares. Try to pass the journal entries. We are not taking infrastructure development reserve because it is given as which reserve? Statutory reserve. We are asked to pass journal entry. We are asked to pass the journal entry. Any doubt in it? Based on number of shares, 120 crore shares into 25%, 30 crores. If you go by this, you will be spending 900 crores. That is not allowed as per the second condition. Second condition permits only up to what? 720 crores. With this, we can buy 24 crore shares. 720 divided by 30. Okay. Debt equity test. If loan funds are 3,200 crores, after buyback, we should maintain 1,600. Before buyback, we have got 2,080 crores surplus 1,280. We can buy 32 crores. But debt equity test, resources test allows only what? 24 crores. Third condition. Before buyback, we have got only 2,880. No surplus, therefore no buyback is allowed in this case. Journal entry rumba simple. What is the first one? Equity share capital account debtor. Please avoid short forms. Securities premium account debtor to equity shares buyback account. எவ்வளோ crores purchase பண்ண போறோம்? 24 crores into 10, 240. But we are going to pay 24 crore into 30. Okay, 720 we are going to pay. Excess. Do we have securities premium? Securities premium. $400. Securities premium is available, sufficiently available. If that is not available, use general reserve or P&L account like that. Pay the money to them. What is entry for paying? Equity shares buyback account debtor 720 to bank. Please pass the entry with the narration in the exam. Then face value of shares. To be transferred to CRR. What is the face value of shares bought back? 240 crores. Into how much you have to transfer? 240 crores you have to transfer. From where you will transfer? Because general reserve is available, 1,080 crores available. So for this general reserve account, debtor to CRR. Face value of shares bought back only, transfer to CRR. Suppose in the question, for the purpose of buyback, they issued preference share for 100 crores என்ன பண்ணிருப்பீங்க? For the purpose of buyback, in this question if it is mentioned that they are issuing which one? Preference shares. Now what you will do? Simple, 240 crore minus the face value of preference shares issued, you would have transferred to what? CRR. In this question, we redeem everything is out of profit. We redeem everything out of which one? Profit. So 240 crores we transfer to what? CRR. Suppose if for redeeming this 240, if they issue fresh issue to the extent of 100 crores, we have to create a CRR of only what? 140 crores. Take up this. See, revision அவ்வளவுதான். எனி சாப்டர் ஃபார் தட் மேட்டர் நீங்கள் ஆல்ரெடி லேர்ன் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்கன்னா கிளாஸ் ரூம்லேயே இது எல்லாமே கிளாஸ் ரூமில் கவர் பண்ண கான்செப்ட் தான். எவ்ரி திங் வி கவர்ட் இந்த கிளாஸ் ரூம். Revision is just running through with some additional problem, additional concept, solving the questions and more. This is question number 8 in your study material. Go through question number 9. Okay, for this they would have solved this with some equations and all. At the x plus y எல்லாம் போட்டதை solve பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. If x is this much, y is that much னு சொல்லி. Don't do that. Okay, this is most shortcut formula or method. Surplus is available. Y30 plus 10, do you understand? For every 30 rupees that is paid buyback, 10 rupees of CRR we need to create. Try which question next? 9th question. Look at this question number 9. Share capital it is given 1200. Then reserves and surplus 810. Long-term borrowings கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Trade payable and other current liabilities are given. We'll directly go to the notes to accounts. Authorized capital, issued capital, paid up capital எல்லாமே அதேதான். 1200 shares of 10 each. We are given which one? Securities premium, general reserve, CRR already given in the question. Then which one? P&L account. They've given long-term borrowing or detail. Others are not relevant for solving. The company announced buyback of 25% of its equity share at 15. For this purpose, it sold all investments for how much? 35 lakhs. Okay. The company achieved the target of buyback on 1st April. Issued one fully paid up shares for every 4 shares held by the equity shareholders. Past journal entries and which one? Prepare balance sheet கேட்டிருக்காங்க. This is same like our the practice test paper question. Okay. Here also we are buying at what? 15 rupees per share. This also 15 rupees per share. Here investments are sold for 2.5 lakhs. Investments are sold for what? 75 lakhs. Here the bonus share is what? 1 for every 8 shares held. Here 1 for every 4 shares held. No need to apply any test. You have to just pass what? Journal entry and prepare the balance sheet. Of course, you know how to prepare the balance sheet. I need not tell you about it. Just let us check the entries alone. Just check the entries alone. Okay. No need to apply anything. We sell the investments. No need to. Okay. This question already we practice panto. Just we see the solution. Bank account data 75 crores or lakhs. So to investment appearing in the balance sheet is what? 74 lakhs. Profit on sale of investment is 1 lakh. Equity share capital account data are 25% of equity shares. 1200 divided by 10 போட்டிங்கன்னா 120 வரும். 120 வரும். Into 25%. 120 into 25%, 30. 30 into 10, 300. 1200 divided by what? 1200 divided by 10 pota 120 lakhs or 120 crores or whatever it will come. Into how much? 25% pota 30 lakhs varum. Into 10 pota 300 lakhs. But we are going to pay 30 into 45. 450 lakhs we are going to pay. Excess is adjusted with what? Securities premium account. Equity shares buyback account data to bank, we paid it. Okay. We have to create a CRR of how much? 300 lakhs. And the face value of shares bought back should be transferred to what? CRR. That is a general reserve of 265. Balance we take it from what? P&L account. Then there is a bonus issue. What is a bonus issue? 1 for every 4 shares held. After the buyback, 1 for every 4 shares held into 10 pota 225 varum. Use the CRR. Bonus for equity shareholders account it to equity share capital. Then we prepared which one? Balance sheet. Okay. They would have applied a test. They would have applied some tests and all. That is optional. Actually, இதே question தான் உங்களோட MCQல மாடல் டெஸ்ட் பேப்பர், that is மாடல் டெஸ்ட் பேப்பர்ல கேட்டிருந்தாங்க. மாடல் டெஸ்ட் பேப்பர்ல same question is asked இந்த மாதிரி. So for buyback chapter, okay, what are the things that you have to go through? Okay, now if you look at it, it took around 45 minutes to recollect the theory and solve around what, 3 problems and see 1 problem. For examination point of view also, this chapter you should give a respect of 30 minutes before the exam. 30 minutes respect for this. Okay, for example, if examination is tomorrow, today spend 30 minutes for buyback. What you have to go through? Conditions for buyback you have to go through, then journal entries, then applying the conditions, deciding how many shares can be bought back, that is we had seen, like model test paper we had seen. Okay, then what is the journal entry to be passed on the mari, you should spend maximum what, 30 minutes. Okay, revision அவ்வளவுதான். Apart from this, in the regular class we would have done redemption of preference shares, redemption of debentures, and which one? ESOP problem பார்த்திருப்போம். That problem also you can go through. Always ICAI motivates the students by giving easy model test paper. பட் எக்ஸாம் பேப்பரில் அந்த மாதிரி அவ்வளோ ஈஸியாக இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்காது. ஆக்சுவலி இது ஒரு பிகாம் லெவல் பேப்பர் மாதிரி தான் இருக்குது. ஸோ ஐ ரிக்வெஸ்ட் யூ டு ப்ராக்டிஸ் திஸ் கொஸ்டின் ஆல்சோ. எஸ்பெஷலி யூ மஸ்ட் கோ த்ரூ எக்ஸ்ட்ரா திஸ் கொஸ்டின். வி ஹவ் டன் விச் கொஸ்டின் வித் ரிடம்ஷன் ஆஃப் ப்ரிஃபரன்ஸ் ஷேர்ஸ் பண்ணியிருப்போம் ஒரு கொஸ்டின். ஓகே, கொஸ்டின் நம்பர் 7 பண்ணியிருப்போம் உங்களோட ரெகுலர் கிளாஸில். தட் ஆல்சோ யூ மஸ்ட் கோ த்ரூ. ஸோ வித் திஸ் த பைபேக் இஸ் ஓவர். Next, which chapter we are going to move on to? Internal reconstruction. For internal reconstruction, what I request is just go through the journal entries that we learned. Normal method பண்ணிருப்போம், journal entry பண்ணிருப்போம். Okay, before especially recorded class students, before you open the next video, ensure that you are just going through the classroom notes on which one? Journal entries we passed. Then we learned one more method called as share surrender method. Which method? Share surrender method. What to do? Journal entries alone I request you to go through. Then we'll start with internal reconstruction. Again, in internal reconstruction, what we are going to do? Same thing. We'll recollect the journal entry. Then MTP, RTP, ICAI 1 or 2 questions we'll practice. அவ்வளவுதான் போதும். இதுக்கு மேல என்ன கேட்க முடியும்? This is a supplement to our regular class question. Regular classல பண்ண work plus it's an additional work that we are doing to fine tune ourselves அந்த மாதிரி. So buyback sure ஒரு 5 marks minimum, maximum 10 marks கேட்டுருவான். Easily you can get it. Internal reconstruction also around 10 marks question is for sure. So you can find in every one session about 10 to 15 marks gets added kind of a thing.